Guys, it's me, Evie the Cutie, and I'm back for another video. So, a bunch of my friends or people that I'm acquainted with in real life know about my YouTube channel now. Awful story, but if you're watching this and you know me personally, get off right now. Okay, into the video. Recently I've been watching a lot of Tana Mojo videos, and if you know who she is, she's this blonde, basic girl. Wording there. But pretty much that's all she is. And well, she's a lot more than that, but she strikes out as that kind of person. And she makes these hilarious videos, and like it's fun because she's so basic, but like she has this awesome twist to her. Anyways, I'm not a descriptive writer, and so I love her videos and I love her story time. So I thought, hey, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tell you guys a story time. So this is the story of how I got scammed and cried and then hacked and cried. So, without further ado, my name is Ado. That's an iCarly reference. Okay. Let's get started. So, this happened in the summer of 2013, and there were actually two people involved in the scamming and one person involved in the hacking. So for the scamming, let's call one person Bob and the other one Riley. And I should just tell you guys, Riley was a very famous and known YouTuber in the Animal Jam community. Everybody knew her. She was like third most famous. I don't know. She was up there, and everybody knew who she was. I didn't know she was bad, but she's not bad. I'm very fond of her now, but at the time, I didn't think she would do anything. So let's get started. So, I met Bob, or Bob met me. I don't know if we intentionally crossed paths or not. I think he probably had his eye on my items. You know, my super cool founder's hat. And so we were talking, blah, 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 and I thought we were friends, but clearly not, because my naive 13-year-old self believed everything and everybody. And I still, I don't trust people anymore. I think I trust, one person or two people on this game, but that's about it. Anyways, at the time, I was super excited that I had a new friend, and we were Skyping, and I think our friendship lasted a week or something. But, even on Animal Jammer videos, my old channel, there's, a video, for example, on a Tuesday, oh my gosh, mail time with my best friend. And then the Friday of the same week, OMG, this person scammed me. It's kind of funny. I gotta admit now. So pretty much we were talking, and then one night, they're like, hey, I have a friend that you may want to, meet. And I was like, sure, more friends. And Riley came along. So Bob and Riley, as I said, she was pretty famous. So I was like, oh my god, such a big fan, love your videos. Oh my gosh, go team. And I was super, I was crazy. I was so excited. And then I calmed down. And so one night at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m., I don't know, I was on my iPad in my closet because I was supposed to be very sneaky and, yeah, stealth. That word doesn't correlate with anything I just said. Anyways, I was in the closet with my iPad, and I was just talking to them because I was supposed to be very quiet because, everybody was sleeping in the house. And they were talking, and they're like, yo, Evie. And I was like, what? Actually, they weren't whispering. I was whispering. They were just talking. So they're like, hey, Evie, guess what? And I'm like, what? They're like, okay, so we found this new cool, glitch type thing where you can get lots of items and lots of gems, but this only works on your main account. Or, I don't remember if they said that. I'm just adding it on to sound dramatic. And I was like, wow, really? That's so exciting. Give it to me. They're like, okay, but what you have to do is log on to your dashboard. And so let me give you a quick backstory. In 2013, when there was, no firewall and no, verification or confirmation steps, you can literally log on to someone's dashboard, and there's a little parent information or parent dashboard. It's only that option where you can just switch the email to whatever other email you want. And so they're like, yeah, just switch your email to AJ Outfitters. I think that's actually what it was, AJOutfitters@yahoo.com. And I'm like, okay. And the only good thing that saved me at that particular moment, because it didn't save me, my items were gone by the next week. Anyways, So yeah, my Evie the Cutie to this day is on a dashboard that I don't have access to. It's my dad's dashboard. And so at the time I didn't have access to it either. So I couldn't really log on to my dashboard to switch Evie the Cutie. And to this day I'm grateful because I switched to another account at 1 a.m. and it was my sister's account or sister's dashboard. It had a lot of stuff on it. No, it didn't. It had a lot of accounts, but that's irrelevant now because I don't have access to those accounts anymore. And so, whoops. That's my charger. Goodbye. And so pretty much I changed that and nothing happened. I went to sleep and nothing happened. And so they were, I'm assuming, disappointed because they couldn't get me that night. So the next day they're like, yo, you know what's really cool? I'm like, what? Bob and Riley, that is. They're like, oh my gosh, let's do a fast flash. And I think at the time I watched like Julian's, I think I was only subscribed to like Julian Tour and Bepper. And so I was like, oh my gosh, Julian Tour did fast flashes. That's so cool. And they're like, yeah, so let's do it. And I was like, okay. And so Riley fast flashed me and Bob fast flashed me. What was it? Flash me. Yeah, okay, yeah, that. And so they're like, okay, we're going to record. And so they were like, yeah, hey guys, it's us. We're doing a fast flash. And so we started flashing. And then, you know, me being the smart self, I didn't know what was like auto accept or like the quick fast accept, the cheat engine or whatever. And so, yeah, they accepted my items really quickly. And then they hung up. And Bob was the one that scammed me. I remember very clearly, it was a purple long collar, a founder, black gazelles, and purple gazelles. I cried. I honestly, my 13-year-old self I was so sad. I thought I was going into depression for like 20 minutes. I bawled. My parents didn't know what to do. It was embarrassing because after that, at the time something actually happened tragic in like someone close to me, like their life. And so when I put stuff into perspective, I was crying over 4 pixels that I would get back. And I felt so silly. I was actually devastated that I actually did that I cried over items. Guys, never cry over items because put in perspective, there are people dying. There are people that have lost loved ones. There are people who have lost everything. So it's never like, okay, sadness, whatever. But really, crying over pixels, you can buy them. Yeah. And so I cried, and I was messaging Riley, because Bob was the one, I think I said that. Bob was the one that scammed me, and Riley was like, oh my gosh, Riley, please help me. I was messaging Riley, I'm like, Riley, please, I'm going to cry. Oh my gosh, I'm so sad, I'm so upset. And Riley was like, oh no, I don't know what to do. And at the time, I didn't register that she was the one that helped Bob scam me. So I completely had faith in this girl. So yeah, so I cut Bob out of my life completely. Bob, you can go. Like, I was done with Bob. And so then there was Riley. And Riley continued to talk to me because you'd think that after you scam a 13-year-old's best items, you'd stop. No, but Riley decided that it was best to get everything. And she did it in a... Like, I was so gullible. I trusted everyone on this game. I don't trust anyone anymore. I trust, like, 2 people. Now, but that's it. And so Riley's like, hey, you know what? Because they knew I wouldn't do anything. Because I was such a good kid on Animal Jam before everyone corrupted me. And then I got them all back at some point. But I was such a good kid. And so Riley's like, you know what? Evie, you're so sweet. I want to like hire you for something if you'd like to help out. I was like, sure, Riley, you're famous, of course. And so pretty much what I had to do was log on to Riley's account and like check her jamograms like once a day, and I can keep 1 store-bought item per day. Corey Fogelmanis just tweeted, I love him so much. Yeah. Anyways, now that's out of the way. So, Riley's like, yeah, you can do that. I was like, oh my gosh, I'd love to go on. And I went on, and it was crazy. Like, she was getting a ton of jamograms, and it was like logging onto Julian 2's account in like 2013. And you know, that was crazy. Now he's like irrelevant, but well, so am I. And so Riley was like, in her sweet voice, she's like, you know, you're on my account. Maybe I should go on yours. Like, you know, I'm like, we can play at the same time. And I'm like, of course. So I gave her my password. Looking back, that's a really bad decision. And so she's like, okay, well, No, I had to go. Totally lied. I was supposed to go because it was late and my Wi-Fi was about to go out because, don't get me started, my Wi-Fi went out for like 5 years straight at like 10 o'clock. And I said, oh my gosh, okay, I have to go. And she's like, oh, okay. And so, anyways, went to sleep, woke up. My items were completely gone. Like, I already cried about like getting scammed, so I wasn't about to cry over getting hacked, but it was actually so sad because all she left me was like a 2012 banner, and I don't know, is there an oldest to newest? What the heck is this? Is this oldest? It was that banner. No, it was this banner right here. I still have it after all. It wasn't a 2012, it was a 2013 banner. And I had it, that's all she left me. And it was sad. I was very sad about that. But you know what? I got over it. And so after that, like in the long run, what happened was that person, Bob, he apologized. You know, I was at that point, I already got some fans or whatever. No, as in like, just subscribers. Oh my god, Corey Fogelman has tweeted again. Corey, you stupid. Okay, I'm turning my phone around, so yeah. So at that point, I totally lost my train of thought. Yeah, so in the long run, this person, Bob, I cut out of my life. He like reappeared like 2 years later or something. Anyways, I was a lot more relevant than him, so I don't to this day I don't really care. And then Riley ended up giving me all my items, not all my items back. She gave me what she hacked, because what she scammed, what her and Bob scammed from me, she didn't have it or something, but she gave me most of my hacked items, and I'm still thankful because most people would not, because I got hacked what people don't know is that I was one of the rarest jammers in the summer of 2014, and I got hacked out of a lot of stuff, and before that I was hacked out of pink gazelles, and so I've been hacked out of like insanely good items, but that's sad. So Riley ended up giving me my things that she hacked back, and that's pretty much how that story ended. I don't talk to anyone from Animal Jam anymore, but I'm fairly okay with Riley. Bob, I don't even care what he does with his life. You can go fall off a tree or something. I don't care. Like, there are people that I'm not holding a grudge. I just don't care. It's at that point where, like, as I haven't said before yet, I don't care. So the moral of the story is that you'll get over stuff. So if you're sad about getting scammed, nowadays you can't scam. It's like you have to be pretty silly to fall for that. Oh, and before I end this video, I just want to tell you guys, after I got scammed, I have an incredible buddy named Alistia. Or I still don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Alistia, but I'm so sorry. I don't know, but she knows I love her. She's one of my oldest buddies, like the one I've had the longest, and I'm still friends with her, and I'm friends with her little sister, and that's who Em is. And so yeah, very fond of her. When I got scammed, I have a video too. She was like, okay, so I gathered a few things that you got scammed out of, and let's remember, I got scammed Black Gazelles, Purple Gazelles, Founder, and Purple Long. So pretty much she sent me a Purple Long, and this was pretty big. I screamed. I was so excited. I'm really forever grateful. I still have the purple collar. I keep it on a separate account. I've never traded it, and so I'm really thankful for that. And then also, one of Alistia's friends, who was very known on this game by people of higher rarity, who was very, like, people were a bit scared of him or whatever, but Alistia, I guess, told him, and he was very generous, and he gave me a Founder through Alistia, and so pretty much I gained a Founder and a Purple Long like I originally had. I never got the Purple Gazelles and Black Gazelles. I mean, in the long run, yes, I did. I got a Beta I at some point. But I'm still forever grateful to Alistia because I was devastated and she genuinely helped me. And after that, I stopped trusting people and I never got scammed again. Yes, I did. Yeah, I got scammed pretty bad, but that's okay because I got what I was looking for in the end. But that's pretty much my story. If you guys like this story, I have a lot of Animal Jam stories. Like, I have probably some of the best Animal Jam stories on the game because I was friends with genuinely every famous person, every relevant person that you can think of right now on the game. I was friends with them at some point, and not necessarily friends. Like, we would have been best friends. So, if you want to hear stories, which I have plenty of, definitely like or comment or whatever, and I'll be sure to do some more. I'm sorry if this video is pretty long. I don't know. I didn't really have an idea. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys are having a great summer in Australia. I hope you guys are having an awesome winter, and